Hello everybody, welcome back. Hopefully you can hear me, but grateful if you could confirm on sound, if you don't mind. Ooh. Just bear with me, I'm not happy with a couple of bits. So you'll notice with picture quality I've had to switch cameras over, unavoidable. Geez, what a brute. So if you're wondering what happened, pure and simple, Sony ran out of power. When I'd set up in the dark, I thought I'd switched the main power bank on. Turned out I hadn't, so entirely on me. And oh no, I missed the Mighty P's arrival as well. What was I thinking? So since we last spoke, it's been carnage here. Switching over from one camera setup to another. Oh dear. High drama for the last show of the year. Well, thanks, Tony Rivers, senior post. Yeah, ooh la la here. Air France with their A220-300. Thanks folks for coming back to me. It's generally the kiss of death for a stream if you end up having to go for a reboot part 2, but we are where we are. Right, let me just quickly do a quick double check. Can't believe I missed that. Normally you get a warning for half an hour before. I must have missed it. Focus on the Panasonic is quite snappy this morning. Right. Alibi, I've just seen your comment. Honestly, heart's going 10 to the dozen. I thought, oh sugar, I'm in a pickle here. And then in all the drama, as I was swapping things over, the setups are quite different as well. So we'll see how we go with this. If it's not quite working out, we'll take an early bath. We'll see. Wow. Like a bird of prey. Was that what it? Oh, I know why that would show that time, Rob. It's basically, I always set up a fullback thumbnail, and you have to give it a time, and you don't. I always give it a time after I've finished. Is that what it's saying? 2 p.m. Well, we'll fly it as we are. As I say, if it doesn't really work out, we'll take the early bath. But we're up and running. Right, let's do the chat proper now then. So HGC, yes, sorry about the mighty P. Unbelievable. Fast taxiing Logan Air. So, oh right, brilliant. We've got some boat rigging going on. I can't reinstate the poll. I think we're just going to have to accept that it was what it was. Nell's obviously right. FFS. Thanks, Nell, for confirming on sound. As I say, the setting between the two, even though the microphone setup is exactly the same and the encoder box is, the sound is definitely different between the two cameras. Right, let's see if I can put my scanner back on now. I was trying to concentrate on the task in hand, and all I could hear was jibber jabber on the airwaves, which is fine normally, but not conducive to problem solving. We've got a biz jet inbound. Let's have a look. Oh, is that Huron, is it not? It is, I think. We'll have a closer look at that in a minute. So back to the chat. Thank you HGC as well for confirming on sound. Jonathan McD, anyone else that's pitched in. In the scheme of things, it weren't a bad recovery. It was just a bit of a bad mistake in the first place. I could have sworn I switched it on, but I obviously didn't. Or possibly deactivated it, jiggling something else around in the box. Anyway, if buts and maybes. Good thing I've got the spare camera with me. Right, inbound action pending. Even my flight radar's gone nuts. Well, I'm seeing absolutely zero on flight radar, but I can see a plane on final approach, so I don't know if it's the tablet. Your local Scottish Avgeek 25, hello. Welcome to the show, Sue Major. Happy Hogmanay to you, Sue. Same as to Scottish TV Gold. Thank you, Scottish TV Gold, for confirming on sound. Yeah, I think you're right, Tony. No loss. More upset about the actual losing what we had. Don't know if this is going to be the right move or not, but let's just see. Nah, need the Sony for that gig. Rab, you know, you made that joke on Sunday, didn't you, about the HDMI cable ready to yank it out? This weren't far different. Dearie me. That was one hell of a fast switch round. Oh, for the wind is suddenly picking up. It's an inconvenient moment because my setup at the minute, I've got bits everywhere. It's all very well rapidly swapping things around, but I'm not really tidied up after myself. So thanks for everybody, just looking at Tony's comment about the screenshots with Discord and noting Jonathan McD and Scottish Linda earlier on. Well, definitely I'll get weaving with that one so we can work out what we're going to do, and then we'll give it a go. All being well. Good morning, Big Jimmy Jazz. Welcome back, Jimmy Jazz. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Steve Marsh, that's the loveliest feeling, isn't it? Serve 6, will do for 2. Now, I did Ian Nicholson's 21 months, didn't I? So I think I'm just about catching up with myself now. Alibi's comment about the Pegasus Dodge. Alison McDonald is back with us. Thank you, Alison. Tony McCall is back as well. Yorkshire Biker. Jim 33. Hey up, Jim 33. Well, year end's a good one. Even with the unscripted drama that turned up a few minutes ago. I think all the heat from me dancing around trying to salvage the situation has kind of defrosted all the frost. It's now kind of turning into a mini mud bath here now. CH Dukes, happy Hogmanay to you. Welcome to the show. Yeah, Alibi, you're dead right, folks. We're fresh count now, so like away if you can. And Jim 33, welcome back to the PSA Crew Lounge, mate. Lovely to have you back with us. Now, I'll tell you this in case because you missed a few shows. So obviously the channel itself, our last live stream is going to be on the 11th of January. And then we'll close the membership side of things on the 12th. So YouTube should refund you any unused membership. That's how it's supposed to work. So as I'm closing it, you get refunded. So, but lovely to have you with it. We've got Newcastle this Sunday, and then we've got the final weekend the following week. So still plenty to watch. Welcome back, Mary. Lovely to have you back. Oh, the poll's restarted. I didn't realise that. I don't even know how that's possible because it's on a different thumbnail. Oh, happy days. Ah, dear. Too much excitement. The poll has restarted. So you see, is it a wheeze, some sort of technical outage, perhaps perpetrated by somebody in Belgium with high-level IT skills? What do you reckon, Nell? Do you know anybody that meets that criteria? PSA's been hacked. We've got to keep doing the poll until we get the right numbers out of it. So we've still got to complete the countdown as well, my favourite shows of 2025. We've still got the top 3 left to do. Blimey. Your son's bank, they're proper archivists, aren't they? John McCabe, happy Hogmanay to you. Welcome to that last show of 2025, same as Polar Beer as well. Happy Hogmanay to you, buddy. Planes have, since that outage, the action has just gone boom. Plenty of spotters down here now at Almond Bank as well. I'm going to have to reboot the tablet. That seems to have also thrown a wobbly. Flight radar is just refusing to play for me. Ah, I've got it back. So, next arrival, looks like a Logan Air, surely is, inbound from Southampton, and the RJ145. Coming our way, team. Andy P is back in the house. Thank you for coming back to us, Andy. Dopey Gorp 2. Scottish Linda doing a bit of mourning, I think, for the mighty P. And Dopey Gorp and Yorkshire Biker. Pegasus Avoidance Tactics. Pat. PAT. I wish I coined that one. Back in my days as a non-believer, before I'd been converted, modified. And if you're not in the chat but you've come back to the stream or just discovered the part 2 thumbnail, welcome to Edinburgh for our unscripted part 2 of the show. Technical glitch, the main camera running flat. I hadn't charged it up as I should have. I thought I was, but it turns out I wasn't. Must have missed the warning light on it. Well, the rest is history. But we are now in Panasonic land. Don't worry though, Scottish Linda, I didn't actually drop one, did I? No F-bomb. Well, I did have a mini tirade once I was certain I was off air. You think, crikey, rookie error, total rookie error. Setting up in the dark is what it is. Even the head torch, it's plenty doable. Right, that Loganette arrival is coming. 50 likes up. Thank you HGC. Thank you everybody that has got us going with some more likes as we restart. We were close to 300 and then I crashed the car. FFS. Yep, Nell, come on, let's see if you can switch the vote around. Do I have to add the votes up from both polls? I probably do. Good stuff. Jamie's World, hi to you in Glasgow. Welcome back, Paul Kaczynski. Gary Fleming, Gaza. Happy Hogmanay to you. Alexandra Wood, good morning to you, Alexandra. Happy Hogmanay. Hi and bye. Well, you timed it well because I crashed the stream about 20 minutes ago. Just managed to reverse myself out of the Armco. I'm back on the track. Hey up, Amy! Face is frozen too. Hey up, Amy! Or, put the H in it, Hammy! Ooh, look at that, poise. I've gone from beanie to peak cap now. The sun is getting quite strong. Hey up, Webbo! How you keeping? Happy New Year to you, buddy. You still down in Shepshed? Hey up, Hammy and Scottish Linda, are they flinging? Right, Gordon Hunter back in the show. Welcome back, Gordon. Thanks for sticking with us, and to everybody else that has managed to find their way back into the show following our impromptu car crash. Ooh, Hammy's got 5 days off. Nice way to start the new year, buddy. Right, we've got an ATR inbound. Let's have a quick look, see what its credentials are. Right, it's an Aer Lingus inbound from Dublin. Let's go find it. Welcome back, Charlie Bravo. Can't promise, Tony Rivers. Well, I'll try. I thought if I can't get the stream back up, I'm off to Craigie's. Have a sulk with a square sausage and a pot of tea. Life always feels better then. EasyJet just pushing. Catching the light there is Jet 2, I think. So we've got an A321 off somewhere hot and sunny. Lanzarote is my personal guess. Fuerteventura, so near, so far. Welcome back, Glenn's Aviation Love. Yes, Glenn, I'm keeping the Facebook page going. I'm going to put a poll out to the Facebook group to check if people want me to do that. And then, if in the affirmative, we'll keep it. So watch out for that. I'm going to do the poll. Might do it tonight if I remember when I get in, but it'll be imminent. And we are looking at setting up a Discord group once Mark has been sufficiently educated to understand what it is. They're laughing at the back. And we'll kind of take it from there. Hope that's going to be good for everybody. Square sausage, Christine, is, as Ash says, it's a proper delicacy. I'm very late to the party on that. I think it was Alibi 58 first made me aware of square sausage when we first started streaming nearly 3 years ago, and it is excellent. Alexandra, have a great rest of the day. Thanks for popping in. All the best for New Year for you and yours. I've just seen Scottish Linda's message about square sausage, already handled by the mod team, but why on earth would YouTube withhold that message? Hey up, Glickers, welcome back. Happy New Year, buddy. 12:15 in New Zealand. It's one of the strange things about live streaming, isn't it? And we're one big world, aren't we? It's an obvious thing, but I think there's nothing like live stream chat to bring that home to you. Well, all the best for 2026. Ooh, hang on, that Huron snuck out. No, it's Pilates. No way, Chip has. Rank? You must have been eating some out-of-date or badly cooked square sausage. Exquisite. Yeah, Mohawk, that was close, wasn't it? The sun is pretty onerous now. I really wasn't expecting it to be as bright as this. But it's warmer. Got to take that. Chip as, you're going to get into all manner of trouble with Scottish Linda, mate. You'll be bad-mouthing Iron Brew next, and then you're in a whole world of pain. So, inbound action pending. And that inbound action is an EasyJet from Paris Charles de Gaulle. An A320, 7 years of vintage. Let's go find it. Good morning and Happy New Year pending to Bingo Bango Bongo. How are you doing? Welcome back, Linda Jane Love, as well. Yeah, I'm thinking square sausage is winning that debate, definitely. There's a lot of de-icer in the air, and I think I spy a Turkish A321. I think this is the one that arrived in show on the push. There is another one out of shot at the minute, which arrived apparently on the 28th of December. Went tech and due out around 12:20. Right, we have an aircraft lined up to go. I'm going to find out what it is. It's Ryanair to Stansted. Let's go and line up. Oh no. Chipaz, it's a good thing you're not standing with me here, because Linda will be on the bus on her way down. Dear me, the amount of mud here, it's unbelievable. It's going to be stuff. What was nice and white is, well, I was thinking it was grass underneath, but it turns out it was mud. Right, we're rolling. Okay, folks, welcome anyone that has recently rejoined if you're in part one of the show, but if you're just here for part two, that's just as cool. Thank you for giving us a go. Definitely our last show of 2025. Haze off the de-icer. British Airways next out the door with an Embraer 192. I'm going to assume London City. Let's have a look. Yep. And an EasyJet tucked in behind to Tenerife. See you later, Just Planes. Remember, I won't be in chat mode until I'm not live though. That's the only thing to remember. Hold that thought and we're golden. See you later. So our Turkish A321 just holding steady. I think we've got a runway check just concluding. We've got an EasyJet to Tenerife holding short, and another aircraft shortly to grace us crossing the further Forth. It's like a Loganair ERJ 145 according to its flight radar silhouette, and so it is inbound from Inverness. Trying to get those in Sunday's show. Change of pace. So can we see the second Turkish Airlines departure? Only just. You can probably make out the tail just over that Ryanair. That's also due out today, apparently 12:20 or thereabouts, so what's that, just under an hour's time. Welcome back, John Mackenzie. Ashwatts, all the very best to you, Kim and Brooke, for 2026. Take care, mate. Have a good one. The smokiest of smoky exhausts. Thank you, Yorkshire Biker. I won't adjust anything then between now and 11:40. I'd hate to deny you sight of the Mighty P departing. Sorry about the rustling now, I'm just moving a couple of bits around. I just realised that sounded terrible. Forgive me, dear folks. Total sincerity, don't forget. Total sincerity. Hello, Ewan Richardson. How you doing? So you just back from Paris? Oh, I got you then, Ewan. Nice one. Going to Belfast in 30 minutes. As long as I don't naff anything up kit-wise, we'll be catching you. Look out for you, mate. You taking it out short? Right, folks, Turkish Airlines next to show their groove. Ooh, Charlie Bravo. I've not had pavlova for ages. Not by design, it seems like more by omission. Yeah, Ewan, your return landing, I've just seen the rest of the message. No, I'll be defrosting, probably up at Craigie's actually. I didn't realise it was you on the Paris EasyJet. I know you were last time we saw you, Paris and EasyJet on that combi. No, I'm going to definitely be looking at a large pot of tea, I think. It is warmer here now though, but once you're cold, ain't you? Here we go, taking away Turkish. Yeah, I'm with you, Yorkshire Biker. Days between Christmas and New Year just blend. Now I think what we'll do, folks, we'll look to schedule the show close somewhere between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. I think it's about landing our big bets. We've got United due out to Washington at 12:30 and the Qatar Dreamliner inbound around 12:35, although I think that might have been running slightly in advance. So really it's about those two aircraft, I think. $12.50, that's the final plane. Thanks, Chip, that's that question answered. Right, spotted another little thing that needs doing. I did say at the start of the show that cold weather was probably going to put things to the test, so it's rather proved. Right, that's another disaster averted. Rob, yeah, it's better now than it was, but bones are cold. Definitely. Been a lot of fun doing it, mind. A lot of fun. Glad we did it. But as you know yourself, when you're out on the bike, there's a cut across, isn't there, where you suddenly start thinking of warm things like pots of tea and hot baths and all that malarkey. Right, so keep me alert, folks, for Ewan Richardson's Belfast departure. I think we've got that pending. EasyJet on shot is a A320 off to Paphos, for those of you that are curious, to be followed out by Ryanair to Tenerife. I think you're right. Bingo, bango, bongo. I think when we do that short show from Newcastle next Sunday as my sort of thing to do before picking Eddie and family up from the airport, that looks a cold one, probably with a fairly elevated risk of a snow shower or more, certainly as the forecast stands. Right, are we going? Surely are. So where's our second Turkish departure? There she blows. Ryanair next, out the door to Tenerife. Yeah, Polar Bear, that was quite an exquisite planes and trains moment. I enjoyed that myself. Just getting the gloves back on if you're wondering where that extra rustling has come from. Go on, in you go. Pocket warmers have recharged themselves as well, that's nice. Super snug. Right, what we got? Inbound action. Ryanair from Lanzarote. Boy, are they going to be feeling it when they get off. You're a real Yorkshire biker. Thank you so much, Paul. I've just seen your really kind and generous Ko-fi landed on my screen. Definitely doing that. Definitely. Straight to Craigie's when I finished. Hope they're not too busy. Or DB Bassman has eaten them out of house and home. Right, let's have a look. The recently arrived Ryanair has just exited. Track nicely clear for the sister aircraft to depart. Happy HOGMANay to Lee Johnston. Hey up, Lee. Lee joining us from Brisbane, Australia. Yep, speak for me there as well, Lee. I wish everybody a happy and healthy 2026. tell you what, Yorkshire biker, we probably should investigate the Mighty P, shouldn't we? Let's have a look. There she is. I can do a helicopter. I just can't see it. Oh, got it. Can't get much of a focus on that. Have to let him go. Let him go. Ooh la la! Air France on their way out. Returning to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Hey up, Scottish Linda, I'm loving that. Very creative. Ooh la la indeed, polar bear and Yorkshire biker. Ooh la la. Wind is just picking up a bit, and boy is it fresh. He's scooting. $125 likes up. Thank you, HGC and good folks. Well, I've hit that like button. Every like does count, particularly in a rebooted show. What graphic? Which graphic, Rab? What have I done? Right, the Mighty P have pushed, turned, and look at that. They always have their planes nice and clean as well, don't they? Ah, got you. Brains in slow-mo mode. Right. EasyJet from Stansted is going to be your next inbound. I'll have to take you away from this lovely plane. I'll show you something else. Don't worry, Hammy. I'm literally gonna... Mind you saying that, if I'd been a bit more proactive, I probably could have avoided that outage. There's always something you could do, isn't there? Always something. Alibi still not having it, trenchantly not having it. Oh dear me. Hey up, happy Hogmanay, Les Donaldson. Top of the morning to you, Squire. Well, just about morning, but top off. Don't worry, Scottish Linda, all is in hand. What could go wrong? Ooh, Sun Express. We don't get those on Sunday at the minute, do we? Certainly not in our show. Ooh, special sticker. 35 years. So right now, next out the blocks. Who's next in the blocks? I can see somebody on final approach. Let's do that first. Final approach, EasyJet from Belfast. And outbound, well, the Mighty P to Istanbul, and the less awesome Ryanair off to Malta, and my camera off to the moon. Tell you what, Les, I'd have been highly appreciative if they'd sent another 330 in today, or a 777. EasyJet from Belfast. Did Ewan say was the outbound, not the inbound? I can't remember. Good morning, good afternoon, more or less. John's our 1975. Hello, buddy. Welcome to the show. That wind is still picking up. Not enough to thwart the departure of the mighty Pegasus A320 though. Ooh, nearly pulled the HDMI cable out there. So let's have a look. John's R75, supposed to be on Lufthansa Lima Hotel 960, due 12:01. Had to switch it last minute. Oh my lord. One minute, I can hardly see anything. Lufthansa are indeed in from Frankfurt next with an A320, just crossing the coast as we speak. Stand by. Let's have a bit of lufty magic. I don't think, Rab, that Tony's back from his walk. I hope he's okay. Good night, Mary and Christine. all the very best for 2026. I'll tell you what, Hammy, I'd be very amenable to being bunged by one of these millionaires. A flight on a Dassault Falcon would probably tip the balance. Actually, would tip the balance. Happy New Year's Eve to Kyle 15. So, the plane on shot, off to Dublin. Welcome to anybody that has recently joined the show. Part 2, wholly unintended, but, well, final twist and turn of 2025. I alternate, Les. Oh no, you're talking to Mary, not Mark. I've been giving it plenty of HOGMANAY, a splash of Happy New Year's Eve. So, what's happening next, folks? Well, this is due out at 12:30. So we'll keep an eye on that one. All-time classic that it is. I think we've got, it looks to me like a Loganair ERJ holding well short on the taxiway. But that Turkish Airlines A321neo, the one that was just been here since the 28th of December, that is transponding. So let me just alter the position of the camera. We'll watch Lufty into their bay, and you can see the Turkish airline towards the right hand side of the shot. So what we're going to do, we'll do it now because it feels a good spot to drop it in. So I guess, well actually, team, tell me, where's the poll at? What is the verdict? Is Windy EDI still romping out front as the viewers' favourite show of 2025? I've done my countdown. I'll go back very quickly and do the big reveal, because I can't see anything on final approach, and this feels like the moment to do it. Roger that, rabbit. Right, in case you missed it in part 1, here it goes. This was Mark's top 10. So in 10th, on the 5th of February, it was the Emirates A350 daytime debut at Edinburgh, followed by, on the 11th of May, the Edelweiss A350. It wasn't just a UK, an Edinburgh debut, it was a UK one. That was my 9th favourite. In 8th place, Geneva Airport, which we visited back in August. In 7th place, Aberdeen, specifically the show on the 22nd of August. 6th place, Cologne Bonn Airport, 17th of October, and that's definitely one of the 4 options in the poll. In 5th place was Global Airlines with the A380 inaugural flight from Glasgow to New York JFK. That's also in the poll. Batting at 4 was our show from 9th of February, where we hit that fantastic 10k subscriber milestone, sort of like coming of age, if you will. So, cue drum roll. Top 3. Here you are, folks. 3rd place, another windy show, the one that's romping away with the viewers' poll. That was one hell of a day and could have easily been my show of the year for all the good reasons, but the Air Force One at Prestwick show, POTUS, back in July, that was just so memorable. That gave us our highest ever viewer number for a show, over 101,000 views, highest concurrence, sort of crazy for us, 6,500 concurrence, such a rush, and it was kind of like a mass crowd event, so it was just special in so many ways. I know Scottish Linda was there, she's in the show at the minute. It was, wasn't it, Linda? Really special. But I bet Nell's not in the chat, is she? Is Nell not in the chat? I gave my show of the year to Brussels as well. A few of you were strong for Brussels, but I think the overall package all ends up. I enjoyed the planes. I love seeing the A330. Brussels Airlines even made a little fuss of me as well on the way out there, because Captain Bert, the Brussels Airlines captain that did the toga in the windy show, got in touch after he'd seen our footage, and then later on when I flew with them, I got comps and refreshments on the plane, which was nice to get your trip going. The weather was good. Nell was excellent. Got to meet up again with Nell and her son Joshua. Had a cracking time there. The spot is brilliant. If you've not done Brussels Zaventem Airport, the spotters place there, excellent. Kind of reminded me of, let me take the graphic off, kind of reminded me of Barcelona in a way. Only thing that was missing there was somewhere to go for a pee. There was neither a porter cabin or a bush to be seen. But, you know, aside from that, but no, loved it. All those special liveries that Brussels Airlines run. That was my show of 2025. Yeah, Yorkshire Biker. There was quite a few of you that plumped for that. I rewatched a chunk of it yesterday afternoon. Even before the show, on the day of arrival, I took myself into Brussels that evening to try and get a local SIM, which is usually what I'll do. Couldn't get one because they'd had some kind of technical outage affecting all of their stores. So failed with the mission, but I had a lovely time sitting out with a, sounds daft really, slice of pizza and a Coca-Cola. It were grand. I discovered trying to choose 10, let's go there, 10 favourite streams, let alone put them into rank order. Way more difficult than you might otherwise suppose. Yeah, Yorkshire biker, the Prestwick stream you're talking about, aren't you? Yeah, I did think this is going to be tricky. Les the Ben liked Brussels best too. It was something special. As I think I said in a comment yesterday to a post, the Nell factor. Perhaps that's the extra bit. Oh, look at that, there's a big delta there. 767. Just looking bonny in the sunshine. We didn't do quite as much overseas stuff, did we, this year, due to my health business at the start of the year. But Brussels, Geneva, Zurich, Cologne and Frankfurt, none too shabby. I'm not sure if this is Ewan Richardson's departure to Belfast. Let's stay tracked on it. Let's click on an icon and find out. It is Ewan. Bon voyage to you and your captain, cabin crew and passengers. See you in 2026. Good afternoon, Yvonne C, Guy and Kyle. All the very best to you for 2026. Have a fantastic HOGMANAY. Ooh, Turkish are moving. I mean, to be fair, Les, looking at your post, I could have and should have put Frankfurt and Zurich in there. 10 was just too few choices for me, so to give you only 4 in the poll was probably a bit mean, but YouTube don't let you do more than 4. Oh, Scottish Linda, 9 Hotel Sun, that's the A340, isn't it, that High Fly Malta are running for them. It's got proper global colours on it, hasn't it? Norwegian, not sure from where, but They're all on the way out the door. Ooh, Swedish, eh? Thank you, Rob. So Stockholm. Right, so there's our second Turkish Airlines A321 departure of the day. I'm guessing that's going out empty, so if so, it'll be taking off like a rocket ship. United have just requested push and start for their Washington departure. And it's just been approved. So 767 on shots, 757 coming your way, folks. What are we now? 12:18. What's the word up on the Qatar Dreamliner? Still looking for 12:50, or have things got better? Things can only get better. Yeah, I've not noticed any de-icing, to be fair. Look at that water vapour in the engines. Sorry, Les. The United Washington flight seems to have taken over from the American Airlines Philadelphia flight for being the one that always pushes and turns, largely unobserved by yours truly. Outrageous. Thanks, Chippers. 12:52. EasyJet next to go to, oh, I'm not going to pronounce this one easily, am I? Rovaniemi. I can't say it. So, oh, I wished I hadn't tried. Usually I say give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, you can feel a right prune. That's the worst that can happen. Oh, EasyJet lined up. I'm already on one telescope today. Can't risk another. I tell you what, it's getting really slippy now underfoot. We've swapped ice for really greasy mud. Ooh, yeah. So, EasyJet off to Rover. That's what I'm going to call it. I can say that. Mikey 0007. Hey up, mate, welcome to the show. Happy Hogmanay. I'll tell you what, looking at Les's comment about Santa Claus land, they'll be back in the workshop, but they only have Boxing Day off. Yeah, I think you're right, HGC. Finland would have been the way to go. I was in too deep. Once I started, I thought, I'm going to have to finish. Right, this should go up smart. Unless they've filled it with a lot of freight. Ooh, that's the way. Les, you are cultured. Rovaniemi. Rovaniemi. Let's do that again. Rovaniemi. Yeah, that's the way, polar bear. A Hogmanay bacon roll. I'm thinking Hogmanay square sausage. That's all I'm thinking. That's all I can think about right now. Pot of tea and that. I can see a jet stream, Mikey, over the other side of the airport, more towards the Pentlands. I'm not sure if that's going off in a different direction. I'm not sure if I missed the one you're talking about. Right, here we go. Is it going to be early rotating? Let's find out. I don't know, Rab. I'm exhausted from my labours. See what happens. Well, I've seen fully laden, well, I don't know about fully laden, but regular flight A321s rotate from a similar point, so I'm a little bit underwhelmed. Ah, right, got you, Mikey. Didn't think it was one I could see. That kind of looks like it's... I'm not sure where it's going, actually. Well, it could potentially have been... Oh, no, I'll shut up, Mark. Shut up. I'm disorientated. Ah, Rob, I might confound you one of these days. Back in the beginning, before things didn't quite work that way, but that was going to be Eddie's job, pronouncing all the difficult stuff. Yeah, Les, there's going to be some brown sauce in this as well, definitely brown sauce. Right, we have some inbound action. I think it's KLM. No, Ryanair, Valencia. Ah, you see, black pudding, I can't do black pudding. I can't get on with it. That sounds odd, but I think knowing what it is kind of spoilt it. Tell you what, folks, I reckon you're in for a good frost up here again tonight. Don't think there's going to be any relief from this. Stars in my eyes, 3S. Good morning, good afternoon, hey up you. You've got square sausage in the USA too. Good stuff. I'd never discovered square sausage until I got into this live stream caper and started covering Edinburgh. It's a revelation. Cabo taxis in the house as well. I got a feeling when I put myself out there on not being a black pudding fan, I'd probably be on the wrong side of public opinion. Karen Close, hello to you, Karen. $160 likes up, thank you good people. Part 2 show at 160, every like warmly appreciated. United soon to get those RB211s purring, so we'll hold with them for the minute as they bask in the sunshine. Yeah, right, Chippaz, well done mate. I don't feel isolated anymore. Yeah, Karen, square sausage banging, exactly. We've got coming our way, we have, as we get into the final phase of the show, an EasyJet from Krakow, an A320, not Jesus, it's Guzed, registered Golf Uniform Zulu Echo Delta. If you think about it, Scottish Linda, and I am one of those people who just can't get over the it's a blood product, but so is meat, and I never have any trouble with meat, so I never quite worked it out, but I kind of took against it as a kid. Yeah, they've got the doors shut at the fire station. Saw them open earlier. Right, here we go. United about to grace us with the final 757 movement of the show. Stars in my eyes 3. I can't speak for Beans on Toast popularity in Scotland. Pretty popular in England. Pretty popular in our house, to be honest. Yeah, I think, thank you for that one, Rab. If it's 13:03 3 now for the Qatar. It's shipping time and I wouldn't want it to ship anymore. I'm not sure there's going to be a huge amount of action in between either. Looking around the terminal, there are relatively few planes at gates. Linda Canties, just seen your message. All the best from me to you as well. To you and yours, thank you so much for your kind support and company. Crikey, I've got the shakes. That's how, look at the ice coming off that. I'm just going to flick round and go to camera. I think we're going to call it there, folks, because I see nothing on final approach. I'm bone cold. Nothing seems to be on its way out the door. So just give me 2 seconds. I just want to say, if I'll do it in front of camera, if I can, just check I'm decent before I put my face on the screen. So hold that thought. I'm just going to get myself into a position of prominence. Prominence, the right word. There we go. Hey up folks, I'm back. Thank you so much for the support, not just today, it's HOGMANay and year end 2025, and we've seen an awful lot of aviation action together over the last 12 months. So thank you for today, thank you for the year that was, is what I'm trying to say in my usual round the houses way. Massive shout out to our moderators team, who was the early birds in the first phase of the show. Rab H, Nell, I've seen Dopey Gorp, Les Alibi, Alexandra Wood, no particular order, you know the way my head goes. Thank you everybody that has gifted us during the course of the show and or celebrated milestones. You know my view about membership and loyalty here. Fantastic group of people around this channel, and you know what can I absolutely say except I love you guys, I really do. Next show from us is gonna be Sunday from Newcastle, change of pace from us. We're normally here, we're going to be Newcastle. It will be for a show that I'm going to do before I pick my lad up from the airport with his family. Should be a lot of fun. Wintry forecast is apparently very much on the cards. What was I going to do here? I'm not quite sure. Have a quick recap in terms of the milestone moments. Dwayne Curley celebrating 1 month with the channel. Leslie Kerrison 15 months with the channel. John McKenzie 28 months with the channel. Just fantastic when you see these milestones accrue. The Foxy Bee very generously Kofi donating me for refreshments, which I'm going to go and get refreshed in a minute. Mohawk Scotland 17 months with the channel. Ashley very generously super chatting us. Can't quite, oh, Cammy W celebrating 8 months with the channel. As I got colder, my handwriting got sketchier. Tony McCall celebrating a whacking 32 months with the PSA Crew Lounge. Ian Nicholson 21 months. We welcome back Jim 33 to the PSA Crew Lounge, and Yorkshire Biker very generously Kofi donated me. Again, I'm going to be deploying that money immediately. I'm just going to quickly jump in the chat, see if I'm still in the chat. Of course I'm not, I've thrown myself out my own show. There's a knack to doing that. I'm going bottom up now, so do apologise for all of the, if I've missed anything. Let's have a look. Countdown is on, team, isn't it? So let's say Newcastle Sunday, and then we'll be back here the following weekend to round things up really at our home Edinburgh. Gonna be awesome. Cool. Paul Kaczynski, my pleasure. Thanks Rab, thanks everybody. I mean, honestly, it's been absolutely fantastic. So I'm gonna stop chopsing. Whatever you do with the rest of the day, have fun, and let's do it again next year. See you soon. All right, there we go. That's Mark at Plain Sailing Aviation signing out for 2025. Goodbye and cheerio.